Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to our boy Yahweh Shem Shai, Wa Shem Makakadash. Call Haladam Yahweh Shem Shai, Wa Shem Makakadash. That's the nation Hebrew saying our praises to Yahweh in the name of Shai, in the name of the Spirit. Yahweh is the correct name for the God of the Bible, who the world ignorantly call Jehovah, God, or Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly call Jesus Christ. I want to give double honors and the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And Shalom, God and brothers and more, you're pushing the sword in sincerity and in truth to all that believe in this gospel. Shalom. This lesson, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to title it, but it's among the idea of in this truth though, you know. A lot of contention, scripture say, when pride commit contention, you know, and if we just hold the low in situations, you know, and put our brother before, then there shouldn't be much issues. Here we are men, you know, we have ego in this flesh definitely. So there will arise issues, you know, but a mindset to resolve them, you know, and just take the lower seat. Maybe that name it, you know, as well. Just take the lower seat, you know. This is Romans 15 and verse 1. We then that are strong ought to bear the infirmities of the weak, and not to please ourselves. Alright, so bear the infirmities of the weak, you know. There's a saying, things in the world, yeah. Be the bigger person, you know, in one situation. Right, just be the bigger person. The bigger person is normally the one where suffer themselves to be frauded because them judge for the greater good. And I say, you are going, you know, give wood, you know, God give wood. You see me? This is what it is. Moving on. And then maybe I can apologize and moving on. Because scripture even speaks about you know, make a brother stumble. You know, see me, you say certain things and within the spirit you're correct, but a weak brother might take it offensive and you say, alright, you are going. I'm sure said this is me. So it's a lot, yeah. And at times in this flesh you might feel burdensome, but it's necessary. You see me? Because we are trying every brother. We don't offend him either. As he speaks about him that offend. Alright? One of these little ones. Verse 2, it says, let every one of us please his neighbor for his good to edification. You know, so every one of us supposed to look towards building a brother. You know, and enough we self. So this is not a selfish race, yo. You know, we think about yourself and yeah, scripture say work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, because at the end of the day you can't save nobody. But we work as a body. You know, one family the most you bring back. You know, brotherly love, as scripture speaks about the second greatest commandment, you know, of a brother as a self. Thing I say is the golden rule. Do unto others as you love them, do unto you. So it's if you want for yourself, you look for the same for your brother. Well, I want to make it, so I want to build each other to the best of your ability. Alright. That's the mindset we're supposed to have and pray for it. Verse 3 says, for even Yahushua pleased not himself, but as it is written, the reproaches of them that reproach thee fell on me. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. So these things were written, you know, for that will follow after them. Basically, learn from them, because it's written. Right, for we're learning how we basically maneuver ourselves in these last days, what type of person we are to be. You know, we use examples like King David, the Yahushai, the apostles, right? Look on the relationship with Jonathan and David. You know, these things are our examples how we're supposed to behave in these days. You know, we're supposed to carry ourselves in general. Next precept I have on deck here would be let's get it real quick. Thought I had it, but I didn't, so okay. Philippians 2. Is that the one? It's Philippians 2 verse 1. If there be therefore any consolation in Yahushai, if any comfort of love, if any fellowship of the Spirit, if any bowls of mercies, fulfill ye my joy, that ye be like-minded, having the same love, being of one accord, of one mind. And that's according to the scriptures. So it shouldn't be one man, I say XYZ, the MOTB is XYZ, and then them want to say the MOTB is something else. No, we're supposed to be of one mind, you know, and that's according to the scriptures, you know, because everyone got different preference. Now I say, oh, because me like football, giving an example, coming to give a crap about football, but I'm not saying because me like football and everybody for like football. No, everybody have different preference. But when it come on to the gospel, to the understanding of the scriptures, we should have one mind. Verse 3, he says, let nothing be done through strife or vain glory. You know, so nothing we're supposed to do upon this earth, you know, supposed to be for strife, you know, stir problem or whatever, or vain glory. Vain glory go back to what? Pride. You know, because scripture says this is not the end where much glory do it abide. Yeah, so we're not supposed to look for no fame here, no praise, no glory, none of that. We humble yourself and seek salvation. Our mind we're supposed to have. Yeah, so not supposed to have done for, oh yeah, me know this, you know, and me do this. No, sir. Scripture says we're unprofitable servant. We did that work which was commanded or required, something like that, you know, of us. So nothing we're supposed to do, not supposed to be vain glory, want to be seen, want to be exalted, you know. It says, but in lowliness of mind. So in the lowliness of mind, being humble, you know, a good example like Moses. You know, Moses was humble. Scripture for him was I don't know, it's a mistake. You can't get it verbatim. Like a meekest man on the earth, or meek, something like that. Just to say it was very meek, you know. There's a point when Aaron and his sister Miriam rise up against him, you know. He never kicked them down. You see me? Or go out most I defend him, you know, and curse Miriam, you know. And she kept on one so-called white woman. I sure say they were so-called black people. But to show you, at times when even issues come up, you're not supposed to push to defend yourself that much, most are political cause. That's humble. Not saying if a man attacking or defend himself, you know, but namely among the brotherhood, sometimes something might come up here, me hear say XYZ and XYZ. Just left it, you know, because I ain't idea, you never worth it. You know, I mean, if a brother say explain yourself, you explain yourself, but for the most part, you don't need to. The most I see what I want, and the most I will take care of things. Isn't it he will try to please, not man physically. Let me say man whole lot physically, because we do try to be on the good side of brothers here, but within the realm of scripture, kind of try to offend the man. Why? Because we trust in how about Shem Yahushai that these men are, you know, men of the Most High, prophets, so we don't want to offend the Most High prophet, therefore we offend the Most High, you know, so we try to, of course, please man, you know, but it's to a degree, we please men of the Most High, but do the Most High bidding. So he says, reading about verse 3, let nothing be done through strife or vain glory, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem other better than themselves. You know, so you put a man above him. You know, you always a lookout for him. And that won't be that way. They can't see how kingdom will go perfect, yo. If every man a look out for your next man, it's like a perfect chain. You know, where every linker make sure so the other link tighten up. You know, so everybody good. It says verse 4, look not every man on his own things, but every man also on the things of others. So you always a look out for your brother. You know, you good, alright, so I say I go on for another man. You know, try to build them up in the spirit. And even on the way with brothers. You know, a brother financially down, help him. I would think we get the money for. You see me? Right? Things the most I blessed with on this side, yo. You see the brother would. I don't for alone. You know, since you store up riches here, because apparently you know look like you have faith, because we know this shit will crash. And we know even if we have the money in the bank, when the MOTB come on the scene, we don't have no access to that. So might as well distribute it. You know, not saying you're going to basically release everything and can't pay bills and so forth. That would be stupid. You know, but you help out brothers. That's just it. So you look out for brothers. When if the brother good, the brother lose his job. You know, so therefore he maybe need help paying bills or so forth. So yeah, help a brother. You know, looking out. Not because you have a job, meaning it's another brother finances good. And I'm just using an example. You know, by looking out for a person. Sometimes you see a brother and you can say, yo, spirit down, you try to cheer up a brother. You know, build him up in the spirit. Make him know the hope, you know. Oh, yeah, so that's a make for beat it down, yo. But guess what? In the kingdom, this place will look like seriously will be like them that dream. You know, so you look out for another man. Look on things and of others. You know, teach brothers scriptures, you build them up in the spirit. Verse 5 it said, let this mind be in you, which was also in Yahushua HaMashiach. You know, so supposed to have that mind where you look out for another man, yo. You see me? And by the fault, yo, you take the look, you always build up someone else. You find the next one. Alright, this is, you know. Next one. This is First Corinthians 6, start 1. It says, "Dear any of you having a matter against another, go to law before the unjust and not before the saints. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? If the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?" Yes, and in there, we know the scripture. You know, so things supposed to be somewhat simple, right, by just applying the scriptures. There's a scripture to be applied in every situation. What we have to do is just put our emotions aside. And you know, here brother name Elder Zab from Mississippi Camp, he said that, you know, I say, yo, situations are usually simple by just applying the scripture. You know, and I say, yo, so in situation complicated still. You know, until more experience. I say, no, said, there's literally always a scripture for every situation. It's just our emotions clouded. I start to say, brother, I say no. You see me? And even within that, when we have issues, cause even the other day, the elders for camp, like Elder Makolat, Shapar, been saying like certain things we're not gonna understand. Whoever is just humble, and if the most side with them reveal it in time. Sometimes my brother says something, you don't get it. But you know what I mean? Say if I go back and forth with him. Sometimes you try to say something to a brother and you don't get it. I mean, say if I go back and forth with him and try to stuff it down him short, just chill. Alright, brother. Alright, it is what it is. You see, man, don't do it like a bitch. You know, when a bitch say, yo, she had to kill you and you want to dump her in her face, you know, because she say, alright, let me, don't it? Yeah, like with pride, you see me, and some hateful words, you know, make you someone step in somebody's throat. You know, yo, it is humble. And again, we in a flesh, it's a fight. Because me know me not have it perfect. You see me? But nevertheless, you do these lessons as exaltations to each other, you know, on what to do. Right? Verse 4, it says, "If then ye have judgments of things pertaining to this life, set them to judge who are least esteemed in the church. I speak to your shame. Is it so that there is not a wise man among you? No, not one that shall be able to judge between his brethren. Because if you have quarrel, yo, and this man say this and that man say this and them do not listen to each other and you know, it's like a fight. You know, look like no good judge there. If you judge the matter and the man accept the judgment, you know, because hey, it's from the scripture. So there's literally a fault. Paul says, verse 5, I speak to your shame. You know, let me read that already still. But yeah, there's a shame here because we're supposed to, but again, we will have issues, you know, but how we deal with issues. That's it. Because these issues even arise, we'll get experience in judgment. You know, me learn as well, yo. Thinking that, hey, certain issues not arise. Yeah, of course it will. You know, how you go know if you do it if you never experienced it before. So you know that it happen, you experience it, you have knowledge, you have experience and your belt, so to speak. So even looking onto the elders, them now and apostles, like shit. The amount of years them have under them belt, and even them confess to them still learning. Verse 6 he says, but brother go it the law with brother, and that before the unbelievers. No, therefore there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law one with another. Why do ye not rather take wrong? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? That is a better thing. As earlier speak about being the bigger person. You know, that's the bigger person. Suffer yourself to be defrauded. You know, you're not lose. Among the brotherhood for you take the law. Right? And at the end of the day, yo, the most I will exalt you. A lot of times you see misses a lot of times where something might come up and a man get maybe believing for something we never do, or a wrong judgment may go down, or misunderstanding may go down, and the most I always work it out. Maybe you see him there next week, next month, next year, but you know, just humble. But if I fill her up now I say me no blah, 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 blah. No, that person is misstepping, transgress. Look on David. Saul tried to kill David. David never cut off him head. He didn't get a chance to kill him. He didn't. He says, touch not the Lord's anointing. And at the most I put an evil spirit upon David. Put an evil spirit upon Saul. That's like I see by the tongue. You know, and again, then we not choose which spirit come upon we. And that's a scary thing, yo. You know, we not choose which spirit come upon we. So, yo, what we have to do? You know, we have to humble. We have to fucking humble ourselves, yo. You know, and that deal accordingly, because we have wisdom. We have wisdom to know, say, yo, everything is controlled by the Most High. And spirits, the Most High control spirits to go upon anybody him want. So if you see even a spirit upon a brother, yo, you say, oh, fuck. You see me? Right? Supposed to have the mind like, yo, how me can win the brother over, yo. You know? And I'm even pray for him. Because technically you can't really take off a spirit off a man. And you can pray for him for mercy. So, peradventure, the most I will live for evil spirit if a brother is being evil. Because enough of the time man not even knows them are wrong. You know? Because again, the spirit. Even here, a elder brother testify of that as well. Say, him a rebuke come and bow something, and then the same spirit jump on him. And the only time he find out say him there do the same shit, and when the spirit come off, and I feel the spirit jump on me ready and jump off too. You know, so we don't control them thing there. So we just have to go humbly and take the low. Right, that Lord's willing we'll get the hell out of here, because that's the whole of it. I believe that's the whole of we want, yo. Is to make it into the kingdom. But a part of making it to the kingdom is being humble. You know, take a low seat. Yahushai humble himself. Should I say was made a little lower than the angels. Yahushai, second in command. The only begotten Son. If him humble himself, then we have to do that too. You see me? It's easier said than done. Easier said than done, but hey, we have to put these things in practice. They say in practice becomes perfect. You know, so the more we do it, the more we practice it, then the more it become a part of it. You know, so as we hope this lesson is edifying until like out there, giving our praise to Paul, how about Shem Shai, about Shem Kakodash, with the abundance and to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the full, like, shalom.